Now we're in a regular Stingray. I didn't know this. This is what was available on Z06 only, where you controlled your launch control as far as your RPMs in which you launch and the percentage of slip. Now you have that feature available on Stingray. Hey guys, it's great to see you, no matter what time of the day or night that it is. One thing I want to show you right now is not necessarily my dirty car, but my car is filthy. But you know what though? Underneath these LED lights, she looks fantastic. Look at that thing. Yeah, she's ready to go, man. Got the race numbers on there. Those are actually the original rims. You guys are confused. It's like, Rick, what wheels did you order on the car? These are the original wheels that I got on the car in 23. I've got the beautiful Voss and chrome wheels, the HF5s. I've got the replica Z06 black wheels. I've got standard wheels. We've got black wheels also in the 5-spoke we use for the high-speed stuff that we used out at Willow Springs. So I have lots of sets and rims and tires, and forgot that these are actually the original ones that came with the car. But I'm serious, if you guys have Rapid Blue, go to any gas station, anywhere that they have these LED lights, your car is gonna be a rock star at night, man. I mean, seriously, just look at it. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with being proud of your car. What I want to share with you guys now, we showed you yesterday the arrivals of our 2026 Corvettes here at Coughlin, a couple of sold units, and the very first Roswell Green. Many of you have not seen this in person. A lot of you had the opportunity to see the 26 interior at Corvettes of Carlisle. Thank you again, Corvettes of Carlisle. Thank you, Chevrolet. Thank you, Team Corvette, for being there and spending time with us and all kinds of fans and enthusiasts and future would-be owners, showing off the new cars, the new features, and the new interiors. The one thing you didn't see at Corvettes of Carlisle, the one thing you've not seen anywhere on the internet, you're going to see tonight. You're going to see the new 26 interior at night. And this will be about as raw of a video that I've ever done with you guys. I'm familiar with a lot of features inside the car, but some of the new screens, some of the new animations, I want to share that with you. We'll do more focused tutorial stuff in the future. But I wanted you to see these new graphics. I want you guys to see this at night. Now the cup holders are open, as we know, for 2026, and they're supposed to, I think they have. Can you guys see that on camera? Let me dim down the interior a little bit. So we'll kind of fumble and bumble around a little bit together, but kind of what you would do at home too if you got your new Corvette and you didn't know where anything was. Just start pushing buttons, start playing around. So yes, I've got the interior dimmed down now. That's going to be what's kind of called your night mode, if you will. That's all the way down, but you still have a little bit of lighting there to get an idea of what you're doing speed-wise from a safety standpoint. So again, let me just dim that down, and then we'll bring her back up. So that's about as bright as it gets for the cup holder lights that are now open for 2026. And it's not lit up on the bottom. It's just, looks like it's just that ring. I really thought it was going to be this little piece down in here, but I think that's, well, you can see there's some light in there. All right. There's your front camera button in front of your mode selector. Here's your front lift button that's illuminated. During the day, you can't see this. When I was at Carlisle, you couldn't see what any of that stuff said unless you were right on top of it or the light was hitting it just right. So this is illuminated from the back, and you can see that it says front camera, and this is the arrow for the front lift. It's a little warm in here, so let's change this temperature right there. Okay. And they sync 64, 64. Okay, it's 71 outside. Is the AC on? AC? No, I don't want a paraphone. Did I hit something? I must have hit something. So you got some fan speed here. Increase this a little bit. I want to change where I want the airflow to come. No. There you go. See, did you guys see that? How it changes, how it kind of illuminates. All 3 zones, or take off the windshield on the feet. Now it's just in the panel. So that's a new interface for 26. I'm just burning up in here. I needed some air. So this must be where you would increase here without touching the screen. I immediately went for the screen, but right here, driver, right here, passenger, warmer or cooler if you wish. Very simple. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Audio is unavailable. Right there is the initial screen. I assume that we are in touring mode. So let's take our mode selector It's a toggle switch now. It's not a dial that we've been accustomed to since C5 days. I'm going to push it forward. Looks like it goes to my mode. One more time should be, well, I pushed it forward again and went to weather mode. Okay, so I'm kind of going backwards. So this would be the equivalent in our current mode selector of turning left. So let me take this now and move it backwards, which would be turning right. So there's my mode again, looking at the animations. Let's come back one more time to touring. That's kind of cool. And here's sport. And here's track. Now we still have Z mode on the steering wheel, so let's push that and see what that's all about. There's Z mode, and it too has its own animation. As I changed Z mode screen, and I'm sure you can customize all this as we have before. I just need to figure out where it all is. Now Z mode is going to be primarily for the track, and there's a lot of pocket gauges that you need when you're in tracking. Tire pressure over here, so it's nice. It looks like we have 4 settings there plus the tire, so we might have a little bit more than what we had up until 2025. So the 26 is going to give us a little bit more data. It's pretty neat. So let's kick this back off. See, I was worried. I told you guys I'm worried about this screen as far as the accessibility and how often you'd have to get to it if you needed to get to it, and really what it does. We'll play with that in just a minute. Let's look over here for just a moment more. So this all stays the same. This is an additional pad. I apologize, you can't really see. Get some lighting in here for you. Yeah. Quick camera light. Okay, so this is the pad. This kind of lifts up and your phone will sit in here. So you got a charging pad for your phone here, but you still have one in the center as well. And if you notice too, I know this is supposed to be a night video and I got this light on, but this piece right here seems like it's a lot thicker all the way through, all the way through here. Head-up display buttons still stay in the same spot. I just hit this button over here on the far left of the head-up display, and it's changing our PTM settings. PTM Race 1, Race 2, PTM Pro, that's new. Oh my gosh, launch control feature. Okay, that's interesting, guys. That's really interesting. Go back up. Okay, how about that? That's interesting. So I guess I'm going to figure this out. That's how you get to the PTM rather than hitting a traction control button off twice that we used to do over here, which is no longer here. So we're going to have to really learn how to use this for you guys. There's another button over here. If you could see it right there. I'm trying to hit it. And it's launch control. Now we're in a regular Stingray. I didn't know this. This is what was available on Z06 only, where you controlled your launch control as far as your RPMs in which you launch and the percentage of slip. Now you have that feature available on Stingray. Playing around with that right now. Oh, look at that. Yeah, launch control auto, and then you have a customized setting there. Now, I don't know how you would get into changing those. Oops. This is what happens when you're playing around with this stuff. I'm just hitting all these buttons. Okay. Go back. This is your lane keep assist button over here. You actually confirm if you want that off. Now that we're over here, might as well play around a little bit more. You can change your layout, or it's linked to drive mode. So as you change your mode selector, this will change as we were doing a little bit earlier. Well, there's sport. I just changed it to sport. See, I was in touring. I went up to sport. Back up to touring. Let's come down to track. So we were in track, I moved up, went to sport, moved the toggle on the mode selector, touring, but I thought there was a way you could do it on this interface here. Okay, motion sensor. Actually, I need to do a video on this for the 25s. I'm actually excited to see that button right there. We need that. Talked about that at a recent. Okay, so when you turn link to drive, that's what it is. You click the link to drive mode off, and then you can manually tap these. Okay, that's what I needed. Thank you. See? That's how you figure it out. Just start touching stuff. It'll eventually work its way out, right? Just thought you guys would really appreciate seeing these buttons lit up at night. Much bigger screen now for 2026. See if you got anything going on with the PDR setting. It's supposed to be new for 26 as well. Okay. Let's go into our settings. And it's just initial settings. That's if you want to do your automatic recording. Haven't recorded anything yet. This is the new coaching analysis. This is going to be really interesting. Setting up a track. And usually you could change the overlays of data. Now, again, I apologize. We don't have a lot of data for you. Okay, there it is. I just did that. Okay. I just clicked it. It said none. Here's your timer. And you can set what you want for your timer. That's interesting. Oh, a custom speed feature. Your quarter-mile time. All right, there we go. We found it. See? Oh, look at, oh, wow, that's nice. Look at that. Your sport. Oh, wow, is that cool? Where's that road at? I'm going to drive that. Okay, so we found that by accident by just clicking up here at the very top. Okay, and then changing none. Your video overlays. I'm used to it being over on the side. Of course, it's still ending. Audio, see if anything changes on the interface here. Everything's this way now. Okay. That looks like, okay, that's a home button there. A performance tab, that's interesting. Now we're in a Stingray. We're not in an E-Ray. We're not in a Z06. There's your horsepower. Rev it up a little bit. That's kind of cool. All right, so what's this do over here? Click this. Engine data is not available yet. Okay, look at all this information right here. Temperatures, PSI, engine output, G-force, that's great. I like that. And then, oh, wow. Okay, how about that? And what's this next button here? Oh, I apologize. I was just, where the heck was I? So the performance tab started hitting, okay, over here, and then over here. Engine data, and then over here. All right, back to the G-force. I'm hitting all the wrong things. This is fun though, isn't it, guys? All right, so there is your vented seat. No longer any buttons over here for that. Nothing in here, nothing up in here. So you're gonna access it in this new larger screen, only vented and heated seats. Driver side here, passenger side over here. Screen 1, screen 2. You do have a climate control up in here, as you do, as we showed. I think we were on this earlier. That's kind of fun. 3 different zones that you can change that out to. That's pretty neat. Okay. Fan speed, kick that down just a little bit. Recirculate if you wish. All right, so that you do have a climate interface on your 2025 down to 2020s as well. This is just all new graphics for us on the 26, what they call an interior refresh. Now on the outside of the car, there's nothing different. You can't tell it's a 26 till you get inside. This is all different. All new screens, bigger screens, an extra screen, larger, what they call a hood area here by the head-up display. We're in a 2LT car where you can now actually get contrasting stitching where before, you can't really see it at night, I'm sorry. Well, maybe here you can. So this is yellow, although this right here in the steering wheel, even on a 1LT, it looks like what the 3LTs were up until 2025. The only way to get a leather with the stitching, the contrasting colored stitching, was a 3LT up until 2025. This is now standard on every car, every single package. So this is a 3LT steering wheel, even though we're in a 2LT interior packaged car that now with the feature of adding the stitching with a black interior on a 2LT, it looks like a 3LT. We're actually going to talk about in a future video why some folks will choose and opt more 2LTs now, in my opinion, unless you want like the red dipped or the tan dipped interior. But I think you're going to see an increase in 2LT interiors because guys are afraid of the delamination of the 3LT interiors. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. So I was playing around over here. I don't know what the heck I was hitting, but I thought there were some other things in here. Okay, so here's a little performance screen, and look, I just swiped through that. Electronic limited slip, engine output, some of the same stuff we saw on that performance screen over here, or over here on the left-hand side, but it just looks a lot neater at nighttime, right? Let's tap this up again. Trip odometer. And we can side through that. Yes, okay, so this is fun. Tap that little thing over there. There's your layout again. We were just on that. Okay, so just a few things here. I didn't know what else. Okay, that's your head-up display feature. I didn't know what else that was going to include. So I don't think that's going to be as busy. I think you'll probably get that set up and then you'll set it and forget it type of thing and just leave it alone. Gas is over here. Miles still empty, 133. We actually, you gotta be kidding me. Chevy sent a car with gas. Usually we get it and it says low fuel and like there's no mileage at all. It's like almost darn near empty. That's incredible. So what mode are we in right now? Let's switch back. We're going over to sport mode. And actually, because I think I was messing around with this layout. Yeah, see, I actually click sport. So when you override the link to drive mode, no matter what you do in the mode selector down here, it'll always stay in sport mode. If in fact, and it's the same way right now up until 26 if you wanted to do that. I've got a more detailed video for 24, 25 Corvettes, the full delivery process. That's coming soon on my channel. So same thing in touring. Even though I'm in sport mode down here, if you can see my finger, it's in the touring display. And I'm going to change this over here to track, but it stays in touring display. Now if I go to link to drive mode, now this immediately switched over to track because I'm in track mode. And we'll go back up to sport, it changes, go back up to touring, and this will change again. These are fun, aren't they, guys? This is really neat. Front parking camera, okay, that looks like it's going to be the same, I'm assuming. There we go. Oh, okay, that's a little different. Wider, kind of wider strips of where your tires are, and then the yellow line is the outer edge of the car. So different screens over here as far as how we're looking at that. I never liked that 3-screen thing. The tooth, see, this works better. Okay, interesting. I thought that these lights would be just a little bit brighter for you guys. Again, just a very raw, nonchalant, getting in here for the first time, never touching a 26 interior myself until I'm doing it and fumbling around with it with you guys on the channel. Thank you for watching. I wanted you kind of to discover it with me. And again, we're going to have more really focused videos on how to do specific stuff with these new features and these new screens and new buttons and how you access the different screens, so it doesn't get so confusing for you. It's already a process. Having all this stuff is fun, but what's really fun is knowing how to use it. So that's the part I enjoy doing with you guys at delivery. So I'm looking forward to doing business with you. If you're looking to order a 26, please contact me. Information is up there on the screen as you look at our 3 new screens for the 2026 interior refresh on the C8 Corvette. What do you guys think? I got to tell you, if you're going to ask me right now, Rick, what do you like better? I love the techie stuff. Don't get me wrong. I really do like this. I'm not sure on this open cup holder thing. I don't know if I'm too sure on this toggle thing for the mode selector. That's because I'm spoiled. I'm so used to what we have here right now. I like both cars. 25, 26, they're both a win. This C8 Corvette is an incredible car, a great value. As you saw on my channel the other day, a little teaser, we're going to be doing a video on that as well. I just flipped 50,000 miles on my 2023, and I love every time I'm behind the wheel. I really do. So this is all the same. The steering wheel hasn't changed. None of that's changed. Like I said, the outside's the same, front fascia, all that is the same. I just wanted to give you guys a raw perspective. I mean, I really felt... I just kind of felt elementary in there trying to figure that stuff out with you guys. But I think keeping it raw, keeping it real is another way that we connect and we relate with each other. I don't want to come off like I know how to use all that stuff. We just don't have it. The configurator at the time of doing that video wasn't even up online yet. I think that is another fun way to discover how to use the car. You're just getting in there and just pushing everything, and then you just kind of figure it out. You know, that's fun, right? Right? How many times have you guys done that? I know I've done that many times at delivery with guys, and they're like, just forget it, Rick. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna read the manual. I'm gonna sit in the driveway, and I'll probably sit there for a couple hours, and I'll figure it out. Well, okay. Remember, we don't have an owner's manual anymore per se in the car. It's all digital now on Chevrolet.com, but I don't know, I'd rather just do what we did tonight. Just fiddle farting around. Hey, thanks for joining us, guys. I'm looking forward to doing business with you. Looking forward to sharing more send-off pats, just more ways that we connect and have fun and enjoy life through this car with each other. Support our channel by subscribing. We're trying to hit 100K. Can't do it without you, and it's absolutely free, so thanks for that support. I do appreciate it.